Here we go. Welcome to Small Biz Labs with Dorien Morin and LaFlamme. We are both small business owners, and we help other small business owners with marketing. I am located in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, and I'll turn it over to Deb.
Thanks. I'm actually a small business owner who helps you love your biz again by supporting you with internet and online marketing tactics. And I'm outside of Boston, but I actually have clients all over the world. So I guess it's all relative, right? Where you work out of doesn't really matter, but
no,
although you help local, like you're big on the local biz, right? So it does matter for you.
Yeah, I have a client in Boston, and I have a couple clients in North Carolina, but I do help a lot of local businesses.
Yeah.
Oh, it says you should update the title as you don't need to mention in the title now. Ooh, Deb is on the video. There you go.
Actually, yeah, that's so smart. You can update, right? Because you're the...
Yeah, so I need to go in there and do that. Well, how about you tell everybody what we'll be talking about?
All right.
I'll go do that.
So today's Small Business Blabs, the topic is video, and there's a ton that we can talk about. When we were trying to come up with questions and answers, we realized that there's videos, there's video marketing, there's tools for videos, what type of cameras, what type of lighting, what type of apps, editing apps. And then the flip side, the part that I was excited about was what you do once you have a video. So we're going to talk a little bit about, I think, all of that. I do hope that our video friend, Brandy, will jump on. I know he was super busy today, but, you know, I would love to just ask everyone who's on so far, first of all, thank you for joining us. How many, if you've made even one video for your business to help you market your biz, press 1, type in 1 into the chat. I would love to just see if anybody here. Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome. Yay. Okay, good. All right. So we've got a good audience that gets video.
Excellent. So, how many videos have you made, Deb?
Sadly, I probably made more for clients than I have for myself. Does this seem to be a recurring theme?
Probably. Although for me, it's the opposite. For me, it's the opposite.
Well, so professionally edited videos branded by an expert, not myself. I have 2. I have my welcome video, the who I am, and what my business is. And then I have a video that talks about my services and how I can help you in your business. So I have 2 videos that I've done for my brand with a video expert. I have done very casual videos with my smartphone, and I feel very comfortable doing that when the topic is right. But I do get it. I totally get how powerful a video is, because I'm not a reader. I you know, with Blab, I think you and I both agree that the live broadcast and hearing someone talk is getting us a lot of traffic compared to maybe the written word for me.
Yeah.
How about you?
As a small business owner, and you know, dabbling with little apps on my phone, I think the biggest obstacle that I see for other business owners is that they feel like they don't know what to do, and by being indecisive, they don't do anything. So inaction. So what I have done for my clients because of that is I really decided to purposely create videos myself, and I usually post them on Facebook, that are taking me 3 to 5 minutes to create, very simple. And I use them as an example for my clients, and I say it's this easy. And I make them with my smartphone. I use my headphones as my remote. I just set my phone somewhere. I share a little tip, and they're very well received. My clients think that they're great. Potential clients, people that follow me on my Facebook page, really like them. And what it has done is it has encouraged several of my clients to send to me videos. Now, they're very poor quality. Usually they're not, you know, anything big, but they're genuine, and it shows them in their business. For example, I have a tea room, And the lady that owns a tea room is in her 60s. Technology, she's doing really well, actually. But in the morning when she's baking her scones and baking her stuff is when she needs to be on video, because if I post that to her Facebook page, people will come in to eat those scones specifically. So she does really well by creating these videos, and she's like, hi, I'm Eileen. I'm in my kitchen. This is what I'm cooking today, which what I'll be serving for lunch with tea. And people love it. And so it doesn't have to be always this big thought out thing. It can be pretty simple. Then I have another client who goes and visits. It's a B2B company, and they visit their clients to check up on stuff. And so she'll do an impromptu testimonial and send it to me for editing. So that's really, really nice.
I actually, one of my clients is a brick and mortar. I won't say what industry because it doesn't really matter. But when they do a little tour or a little snippet of what's happening at that shop, traffic definitely increases through that front door.
Yeah, that's excellent. So we were going to go kind of down the list. We have a bunch of questions to ask each other and to discuss. But before we get started, now we know that some of you have made a video. If you have a question, you can absolutely ask a question of us. We'll try to fit that in. And we're going to go ahead and I'm going to pull my little list together. So when the first thing we were going to say is when we create a video, where does it go? What do we do with it? And I think there's one step ahead of that is editing. So let's do editing first. So you've got this video. You might have forgotten to stop the video at the end, which happens to my clients. And they go, can you just cut that off? Or they might have, waved their hands too much or said, in between. And they said, like, can you just cut this? What do people use and what's really effective for video editing, even from your phone? I found iMovie is great. I use it on my phone, but I also use iMovie on my MacBook. And it's super simple once you sit down and, spend a little bit of time learning. So I edit everything in iMovie.
So I'm not a Mac person. I'm not an Apple person. So this actually is good that you and I always do these talks, because you give the Apple and I'm an Android girl and a PC girl.
So I have a little app and I paid, $3.99 for it. I think it's called Perfect Video. And it's not the best of best, but you can title things, you can piece things together, you can put pictures in between segments of your video, and you can do it all from your phone. So I really like that one. It's called Perfect Video. So that's something that you can use on the Android or an iPhone. So that's something. And I think, again, if you see a fellow business owner that is making cute little videos, go ask them what they use. Just like, I might say Perfect Video. I learned that from a fellow small business owner who I saw her video and I said, what did you use for that? And she told me what she did. So
Dennis would like to hear more about iMovie.
Okay. So what specifically, Dennis? It's if you have if you have a specific question, it's very simple. You basically import the file that you've created, and it could be, I'm not sure the length, but I'm sure, actually, I know it can be over an hour because I've imported a movie of myself speaking that was an hour and 30 minutes, I think. And you then can segment and cut pieces out. It goes right on a dashboard. You can add pictures. You can add, like if you have an opening piece, you can take different pieces of other videos and insert them. You can do B-roll, which is really, really cool. So the learning curve, it seemed to me was pretty steep, but once I got into it, it took me just a few hours to really get the hang of it, and it was absolutely worth it. So if you have it on your Apple devices, I would say go find some YouTube tutorials, which is what I did, and just go make, just create some movie with some old video stuff that you have, video files, and just throw some stuff together and see if you can make it work. Looks like we lost Deb. Deb, you're still on audio?
Here.
We can't see
you.
you.
Me? Really?
We cannot see you. No, it says poor internet signal, at least for me. Some other people can see, or maybe it's my signal that's
I can
poor.
see you.
Okay.
I can see all the props, and I can see. Anyway, can you hear me still? Because someone.
Yes. No, and other people.
Okay, great.
Can see you. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody can see me. Okay, so Jason made a really good point that I've noticed over the last 3 or 4 months with folks that are posting videos, marketing videos. He wrote the first 5 to 15 seconds is crucial. A cold open before graphics can and will increase engagement and the watch time. And so a couple of things that made me think of that wanted to bring this up is, you do the intro, how about get more. Oh no, Dorien, I'm missing you. You're gone. Well, I'll finish my thought and hopefully you'll pop back on. Want to get more likes on your Facebook post. We're going to talk about that today. And, you kind of did the lead in. There, you're back. Okay, good.
Yeah, I just refreshed it because I couldn't see you. So we're still here. We're still recording. Everything's fine.
Yep. So the piece about the little intro, the welcome, this is what we're going to do today, yada, yada, yada. And then go to the who you are, what you do, and then go back to the video has worked really well. And I'll tell you, from working with clients and focusing on watch time, the actual time, the length of time that people are watching your video is so important. And if you're going to take the time to make a video, and we'll go back to some of the tools that we can that we use to do that, making sure you're measuring those videos. Is it too long? Is it too short? If you're seeing that the last 3 or 4 videos you've made that people are only watching 30 to 40, 50 seconds, then you need to make sure you're getting whatever it is across in those first 30, 40, 50 seconds. If you're making a 3-minute video, you can bet that after a minute, people have checked out.
Right. Absolutely.
They're distracted by their phone, or their kids are running by, or their phone, their office mate is asking to talk to them, whatever it is. So I think in video, less is definitely more.
Right. And somebody made a comment, they try to stay below 5 minutes. My personal goal is to stay below 2.5 minutes because it's always me talking. And I don't want to bore them. I'm going to do a really quick tip. I usually say, hey, it's Dorien with Morin Media. I have one quick tip about Pinterest for you today. This is what I'll be talking about. I'll go into the tip and I'll go back to, hey, if you want to learn more, and I usually post mine to Facebook. So this is going to be the next, once you have a video, you've edited it, where do you distribute it? How do you distribute it? And then how long, when should you then post it? One of the things that I have found, if I make a video on any day of the week, if I reshare it on a Saturday, I actually get pretty good reach because Saturdays people spend more time on their phone. They have a little bit more time to watch a video. I actually use it on Facebook, use the save this video feature all the time. And I'll go back on Saturday morning and I'll say, well, I know I saved a bunch of stuff. Let me go look what I saved. And then I'll watch that. What's happening in the sidebar over there? Is that me talking? I
think he loaded a GIF. He loaded a GIF file of you talking.
That's cool. Hey, my friend Roshana is here. Hello. That's awesome. Well, we've got a lot of people here. So jump in with questions if you have them. So I upload my videos to YouTube. I have a channel. I can't say that it's the biggest, the best, is, the most, worked on thing. It's not something I concentrate on, but I have over 40 videos and some have done really well. The ones that work really well for me is because I teach social media, is the how-to videos. So if you do some teaching, training, consulting, how-to videos and put that in your title do really well on YouTube. So that would be my one tip. I have not put any videos on Vimeo. I do put them on Facebook now. And because they're on Facebook, somebody just gave me this tip. No, because they're on YouTube. Somebody said for me to reshare, instead of putting the link from YouTube on Facebook, to actually upload the original files that are on YouTube to Facebook, if that makes any sense. Does that make any sense to you guys? Upload natively. But even the videos that are already on YouTube, like that maybe I made 2 years ago, I still have those files and upload them natively to Facebook. Somebody told me that. Yes. Yes, that's exactly what somebody else confirmed. Okay, so I'm going to start doing that. I just heard that this weekend. I have not done that, and like I said, I have about 40 videos, so I'm going to work up a strategy to do that. So I think that will be great. And then somebody says, yeah, Facebook will show it to more people. Absolutely. So I'm going to try that
the
because
raw
I haven't
video,
done
right? You're saying the direct link instead, and then you do separate links. You don't put the YouTube link on Facebook.
Right. You just actually upload it to Facebook because
right.
those are my videos. They're on my hard drive, right? Because I made them. So I'm going to upload the files to Facebook.
Right.
I'm going to, but I have a bunch and some might actually be too old, but if they're evergreen videos, I can do that for sure.
Right. You were at Social Boom this weekend, right? So what,
yes.
What
was awesome.
Who talked about video?
Not that many, a little bit with the content marketing. This was social selling. I was actually surprised that not a lot of people talked video. It was definitely content marketing and selling, but they weren't necessarily saying that you could use video to draw people. It was all about pieces of content, worksheets, giveaways, programs, and video wasn't necessarily talked about. I think there was one speaker, and I can't truthfully tell you that I remember who it was. I'd have to look in my notes. One person who mentioned a video as a tool. We did very briefly talk about Blab, and I love the fact that when you record this, that you get this file sent to you within about 5 minutes of ending the recording. And you can then upload that file to YouTube. You can embed it in your blog post like you and I both have done. And I think that is excellent. It's one of the reasons I love this so much. It's awesome.
And have you noticed the difference in Blab over the last couple of weeks? If you look over to the right column, you can see all comments, all the mentions, all the questions. And then what I love is when you host a Blab and you go into your dashboard, we'll call it, you have your most recent, you can see how many replays you've had, how many views. So, they're definitely taking it to a new level to give you, I love to see the replay numbers.
Yes. Yeah. Excellent. So questions about YouTube. I think that about video marketing. What are some of the challenges as a small business owner that you have? What is your biggest, if you've only made a few videos, what's holding you back from making a video every week? Tell us what it is. Maybe we can, talk you through it. We would love to know. Traffic. Somebody said traffic is their biggest holding back. What kind of traffic? You need more traffic, or you don't get enough traffic to your videos. If somebody wants to come in, we'll open up a seat. If somebody has a question, we'll give everybody just a minute or two, and then Deb and I can answer. If somebody wants to come in, it's open. Let me know. There we go. We got somebody coming in. Tracy.
Hi.
Tracy, how are you?
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, good. Hey, you guys are giving some great information. I really appreciate it. Let me turn my volume up here a little bit. It's always goes down when I get on the open seat. I have a quick question.
Okay. Sure.
I do marketing for law firms, and I've got one that's done a lot of videos that they're okay, but they're boring, and I'm trying to, and I love Blab. I've been on it, and I know, I'm not in the city with these guys, and so we could just hop on here, or I could interview them, or, I'm trying to figure out what would be, do you guys have any ideas? Or, I hear the how-to. It's just coming up with subjects that they could talk about, how to, what steps to take if a car accident, or, I don't know.
Yeah.
What kind of attorneys are they?
They vary. Yeah. I've got family law, a DUI attorney, and mostly personal injury.
Okay.
So are there content tips already that if you blog for them, you might be able to, generate some tips that are in the blog post and actually have them just explain them? Yeah. Also, again, part of this video marketing and part of this, the reason to do it is that people get familiar with who you are. They can read your words, but having you speak them builds a different level of trust. So you might be sharing things on Facebook. Hey, you know, the lawyer says to do this, or, you know, we recommend this. But if they actually go on and say it, that, you know, that by itself makes a difference. Is that what you're asking, or you're looking for different ways to use the video?
No, I do what someone was just talking about, or maybe that was on another one, I don't know. About I put a video on their website, I load a separate one on YouTube, and sometimes they even put the one that I put on their website, I host on Wistia or something else, and that won't have the commercial at the beginning or the end. The one on YouTube has, you know, the branding at the beginning and the end. So the one online is more seamless, and it's usually part of content that's around what that video is about, you know, so it's not just, here's a commercial, you know.
Right. No, absolutely. So you and then you can embed it in a blog post. You send it out as a blog post as well, or email marketing.
Right.
Yeah. So I think maybe what you're looking for, maybe what you're really asking is, how can you make it less boring? Right. This is what you said. So come up with something. I mean, everybody that's seen me on a video knows that my gimmick are my orange glasses. People recognize me for who I am. I went to Social Boom. People come up to me, hey, Dorien, I know you. Something in the video that is the same, whether that's the same location every week, whether that person sits in the same chair every week, whether they have the same opening line every week, they might wear a hat, they might, you know, something that people start is, if this is a program that they're going to do over and over, if this is something that they want to continue, create that personality for that person. Again, that's that trust factor. It's that branding. Maybe they hold up, you know, maybe they're writing with a special pen, something that people will recognize, and make it fun. I mean, make them fun. Make them, you know.
Some of them can be a challenge.
I was just going to say, I think it's the industry. I think that you're not, you know, it's very hard. People have that stigma of an attorney, right? It doesn't matter what kind of attorney. It's like, it's an attorney, right? It's the rules and regulations and documents. So I do think you have to make that lighter. You have to make it fun. And, you know, I have an estate attorney who specializes in families with young children. He's rebranded. He's the Parents Estate Planning Law Firm. So he just used to be his name, but now he's the parents. So he specifically is targeting parents of young children to plan for the unexpected, which is a horribly sad conversation. But people like him. They trust him. And you know what happens? They like him. They trust him. They want to talk to him. They want to hear him talk, and they want to tell their friends about him and his practice.
Are you doing videos with him?
He is. It's video blogs. Instead of written word, he'll do video blogs.
Sweet.
So I think short and sweet too. I think you got to capture their attention, get into the hearts of the clients. No one ever expects to have to be sitting across the table from an attorney for whatever reason, whether it's, you know, accident or injury or estate planning, whatever it is. So I think you have to kind of find that little piece that makes people connect with the attorney and want to learn more. You know, how can this attorney help me? And I like Dorien's point about her glasses. You know, maybe there's a chair by the window, or maybe they're in the city and maybe they've got something, maybe they've traveled. Maybe they should share about who they are. And then when people remember who they are, then they'll want to learn what they do.
Yeah, somebody just brought up a point. It says, it does not have to be fun. If I need an attorney, I have a serious problem happening in my life. The more boring the video, well, to me, that speaks a volume of what they know. So what he's looking for is that emotional connection, which is another point. Find a pain point. Find something that connects them to that person. Hey, I've been where you are. Or, you know, I work with families that go through what you're going through, and I can see the pain on your face. If you say that and look in the camera as an attorney and be genuine, that is also a connection. And then it doesn't have to be funny. Then it can be serious. But, you know, making that connection with your audience, that emotional connection, whether it's funny or whether it's serious, both of them are evoking emotion in the audience. And that's what you need to do.
I have just one more question. Is there another medium that you could recommend that I could talk to them to practice on a video like this, so that when we come on something like this and we're like, hey, we're going to be open for questions for 10 minutes, we're going to have office hours or something like that. One of the ladies that I'm working with, she does that on Facebook. She has office hours for an hour, so we know all the people in her digital mastermind know she's going to be there for that hour.
How about Skype?
Pardon me?
Have you tried Skype?
Yeah, I guess I could do Skype probably. Yeah.
Or, just so they feel comfortable on the camera.
Yeah. Skype is good. I Skype. I don't know why I didn't think about that. I'm just looking at the format here, which I absolutely love. It's so fun.
Right.
And it's so easy. And
it could be amazing for your attorneys. I know some authors are finding they're getting out from behind their book or out from behind their writing, and they're actually seeing the people that want to read their books. I think it's going far beyond marketers and social media marketing people. We're finding ways to help our clients use Blab for their business, which is, for me, I'm not a writer. This is so much more engaging for me, and I'm getting immediate response from people, and it really boosts my skills. So I love it.
Right.
We've got two people who recommend appear.in for you. It's private, but like Blab, no barrier. So I would suggest you go check that out. That sounds like a great. I'm going to check that out afterwards.
Okay,
so do that. Thank you for coming, Tracy, and we're going to open up the seat if anybody else is here with questions.
Thanks, Tracy.
Really appreciate you coming in. Let's see who's coming in. Karen. Hey, Karen.
There.
I'm checking out appear.in. I like it.
Can you hear us, Karen?
I can. Can you hear me?
All right. Excellent. Do you have a question for us about video marketing?
Well, I wanted to throw in a comment. Have either of you ever worked with Animoto before?
Yes.
I have not.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So, what I was thinking about when you were talking before about I have a Mac also, and I actually went to the Genius Bar and got a little lesson on how to use iMovie, and I walked out overwhelmed. One of the things I was thinking about is that, so I'm a real estate agent. I sell houses. I don't have the time to become an expert in everything. I use templates for my WordPress website because I discovered that they weren't really that much better. Hiring somebody was really expensive, and it didn't get me a lot more. And with video, I really was looking for an easy solution. Yeah. And so somebody like me who really doesn't have the time to get good at iMovie or some of those more complicated ones, I love Animoto. I'll put the URL in here. I'm going to type it in real quick. I should have had it up ready to go. Hold on. I'm sorry. I've got a little dog trying to mess with the keyboard. Animoto.com. So what I like about Animoto is that they have a free version, and it limits it to like 30-second videos. But they actually, if you have the paid version, and there's a couple of different plans, I think a couple of them are really cheap. Some of them allow reseller and some other things. If you have a paid version, then you can upload video of any length, and you don't have to. Depending upon the theme that you use, it might be limited to a 10-second clip. So when I originally was using those, that's how it used to be. So if I wanted 30 seconds of video, again, I'm a real estate agent, so maybe I would take some video of the inside of a house. And I would, so I wasn't talking, so it didn't matter if it kind of jumped a little bit at that 10 to 11 seconds. So I would duplicate that video clip and do like 3 clips, like 0 to 10, 11 to 20, and it would do this fun kind of little jump. And it worked, and it was fine. But they've added some themes that doesn't limit your video to 10 seconds. So I can now upload, a minute. I wouldn't do this with an hour probably, but I can upload a video that's a minute or 2 or 30 seconds or whatever, and I can include that into a very professional looking video. So you are not videoing people. You are videoing.
homes.
I have done some clips. I did do one of my recent home property promotional videos included, it's a kind of a mix of my logo at the beginning and the end, and some little text promotional screens, a few still photos that are really good, and then some video clips.
Okay.
And I did on a recent one, I did interview my client about it was a situation where when you stood in her backyard, which a big selling point of this house was their swimming pool. But when you looked behind their yard, it's a city house, and they had it just looked horrible. Was an alley behind them, and all the neighbors' houses looked terrible. So I actually kind of interviewed her talking about how, oh, there's a man with his little boy that lives here, and they're really nice, and these people, there's a police officer that lives here. And so I included that audio clip into my Animoto slideshow. And so it definitely works easier if you don't have, the way the system is set up is it asks you to pick a music track. And it does mute the music when somebody's talking, but it's hard to hear them, and it's distracting. So what I did is I went and I bought a silence music track. I went on one of those, I forgot, Pond maybe. And I bought a music track that was just like 3 minutes of silence. And so I will upload that as my music track so that.
And you can add different things. Hey, Tracy, Karen, I don't mean to cut you off, but I'm going to say really thank you for that great tip. And I have not used it. Deb will I have to go check it out, and you have to all tell me. I love that last tip that you said about the silent track. I bet you there's somebody here that didn't know that tip, and I'm sure they'll be very thankful for that. I'm going to say goodbye to you, but thank you. I want to make sure that we get to questions, okay?
Great.
But thank you so much for coming, and I appreciate that. Okay. Wonderful. That's great. That's
I'm going to X out. Okay.
All right, so if anybody else has any questions as a small business owner about video marketing, maybe something that you are struggling with, maybe whether, it's technical or content, you don't know what to take a video of, maybe somebody is really shy and doesn't want to be in front of the video, come on our Blab, then you've been on video. That might be a great way to do it. Okay, we've got Wayne calling in. Let's see, Wayne, I hope you have a question for us. Let's see if we can hear him. Deb, are you still there?
I'm here.
All right, I cannot see you. That must be my Wi-Fi. Wayne, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. You have a question?
Yes, I do.
All right.
What mediums do you use for video marketing? Like YouTube, that works for you, that's effective, that you found?
For me, right now, Facebook marketing.
Facebook
video marketing. Okay. I started years ago with YouTube, and I still have a channel. It's not as active, but my audience right now is on Facebook. And whenever I have a video and I upload it natively to Facebook, I get responses. I get, a large group of people that see it. It gets shared. It's where my audience is right now, so I really like that. And I used to, this is before, Facebook really was trying to get a cut of the video market. I used to upload everything to YouTube and then just share the link from YouTube to Facebook. But that doesn't work anymore. You've got to upload it natively, directly as a file to YouTube, to Facebook. And that works really well.
So basically, you just upload it to your video to Facebook, and you leave like a call to action at the end of the video and maybe a link, like, find out more, go check it.
Yeah, you can actually direct them to your website. The Facebook video, they're really updating a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff that once you upload a video, you can go in and edit the thumbnail. You can edit the URL.
Really? You can do that now?
There's a lot of stuff. Oh, yeah. It's very sophisticated. So, and you can get analytics on it if you upload it.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, you can actually see the how many people watched your video and for how long through Facebook Insights.
Yeah. So that's really powerful.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Does the analytics, does it apply to like groups or personal page or like your business page, or is it
business page?
Business
Yeah,
page?
there's no
Okay.
analytics for personal or group, so
Okay.
it will be there. But doesn't mean that if you upload a video to your page that you can't share it to your personal profile or in groups. You can share
Right,
it.
right.
Get more traffic.
Yeah. But the
Right, because you can
analytics,
still you
right,
can still track the analytics if you share it across, and then it just because if it's on smart, I like that.
right. Yeah. Yeah. So it's really I think it's really effective. And did you know you can put Facebook ads, you can use a video as an ad. Did you know that?
Yeah, I did know that. I haven't really tried that out yet. I just kind of left Facebook ads alone for right now because I don't know it that well, and I don't want to spend time trying to learn it right now because I have so much other stuff going on. So,
Sure.
So we do have a question. If we, Green, thank you so much for jumping in.
Question.
We'll be watching you, see what you do. Podcasters Home would like some thoughts on how a new realtor can use video marketing. Do you have any clients who are real estate agents, Dorien?
I do not. I have some friends who are. There's a local realtor that I know who answers questions that he gets sent to him in email or by phone. So he has like a weekly show and he says, hey, I got this question this week. I figure that if that question got asked, there's other people who are curious about it, and send me your questions, and he answers them. And he sits behind a desk. He doesn't use it to show houses. He's just using it to educate potential buyers and sellers. So I do know there's different ways. I mean, I think the obvious way is to showcase the houses that you're selling, right? But another way would be to show your expertise in the local market. Another way would be to show your expertise in the process. You could use it as a realtor for testimonials when you do the signing, you sell a house, and the person goes into the house for the first time with a new key. You could make a video of an excited new home buyer. I mean, there's all these different ideas. There's all different parts of that strategy.
So I have
what you are trying to do.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
You finish your thought. Sorry.
No, I was going to say it. I was going to say your content strategy should focus, and we talked marketing goals last week, right? So what's your goal? Are you trying to get more buyers? Are you trying to get more listings? Are you trying to get your branding be known in the local area? What is your ultimate goal as a realtor? And then figure out different tactics, different kinds of videos that would bring that goal. Maybe your goal would be to get everybody to your listing, to your website. Well, if you talk, they're not necessarily going to click through to a listing. But if you make a picture or a video of, a brand new house that you listed, and then they can click through to the website, that might work. So again, think about what your goals are before you start thinking about the videos.
So I have one client who's a real estate agent, and we've used video to talk about the towns where her listings are in. She focuses very closely to her main office, and there's a radius around. So we talk about the schools. We take a tour of the town with video. We also know that, there's lots of real estate agents out there, and you absolutely have to find the one that works for you. So you can't be everyone's realtor, right? So we focus on, hyper local content. We'll do that with videos. And of course, there's the tour of the neighborhoods or the outside of the home. But when you're looking online, as buyers and sellers are, you have to be ahead of your competition. So you could do a virtual tour. You could be driving and set up your iPhone on your dashboard. Maybe you have someone with you, obviously be safe while you're driving, but you could do a little tour of the neighborhood that this home that you're listing is in. Because I know that when people buy homes, they're looking, where is that house? It's location, location, location. Share the location of the home and the community with the buyers and the sellers.
Well, and you were just talking about local schools and stuff. I mean, if you're a local realtor and you could get an interview with somebody who has a child in that school, the elementary school, middle school, high school, maybe the PTA is willing to do a little bit with you. Maybe you can sponsor an event and they're willing to say, hey, we're going to just give you a couple of facts about our school. How fun would that be?
Right.
So you got to think outside the box. What you just said, I think is really, local events, but the other part that you said was be ahead of your competition. If there's already 5 people doing video marketing in your local market, you cannot do what they do, because then you're in direct competition with them. Make a different kind of video. That makes the most sense to me. You can look to other markets. Yep. If you're in the Boston area and you want to do video marketing, but everybody in the Boston area is doing it one way, go look at Chicago or go look at Los Angeles. What are the realtors in that area doing? Find somebody who does it different and unique, and then do that for your area. You want to be different. Don't do the same types of videos that everybody else in your area is doing.
Right.
That makes sense to me. All right, we had a couple people calling in. Let me put them both on. We have about 15 minutes left. I'm going to put you both on, guys, and then let's see if we have some questions. We've got Marcel and we've got Raz. So you have a question about video marketing.
Who has a question?
You, I hope, about video marketing.
I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know which one you were speaking to because 2 of us are here.
Okay, Marcel. Do I say your name right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, do you have a question about video marketing? We'll go to you first, and then we'll go to Raz.
Okay.
What's your question?
I was just curious as to what kind of, we keep saying video, you do a video for someone. Like, what kind of video would you do? I guess it would depend on talking to that person and seeing what they want. But I do some video. I'm really versed with iMovie and the industry standard editors and things like that. I don't do much of it because in my mind, I'm thinking, do people really get folks to do videos for them? And so I guess I'm trying to find out.
Let me ask you, Marcel, are you a radio guy?
Yeah, I do radio. I'm a developer, so I build mobile apps. I also do video production. So I've got like 3 different arms that are really kind of working, except for the video production part I'm really good at, and I've done some great stuff for people, but I don't know if people really like. I'm getting the impression that people just aren't into that anymore because of this and things like it. So,
well, then you use this. This is video marketing. I mean, we are on a live streaming show. We are going to repurpose this content into blog posts and upload them to. There's huge value in this. We can take the questions that are coming at us and develop them into written content. We can take wonderful takeaways. We talked about all these different tools. We can write a blog post about video marketing tools. You can apply this just by speaking with different people. We are creating incredible content opportunities. So video is still at the beginning of the possibilities, I believe. Let's move over to Raz. Raz, do you have a question for us about video marketing?
Actually, I just want to add.
Hey, thank you. You move right over to the guy. Thank you. Yeah.
All right. Raz, what do you have a question for us?
I just want to add to the conversation. I just kind of was sitting here preparing breakfast, and I heard you speak about the realtors and how they can increase their traffic and business through video marketing. And there's actually a great application called BombBomb. I don't know if you used it, but it's a site where you can log into and you can send a video to the prospect. So let's say I send it to Deb. I would say, just click a button and just say, hey, Deb, I just want to see how you're doing. And I would like to speak to you on some of my services. And I just want to say hi, and possibly I can give you a call tomorrow to catch up. And then I can just click the send button. It has automated templates and everything, and you send it there. And then Deb would get the email. It'll say video message from Raz. Show my picture and everything. She just clicks on it and then plays a message. And I recommended it to a gym owner just here in Vancouver, and we were able to increase the membership by about, I think, signed up 20 new people within 5 days, and then about 75 more prospects waiting. Every one of those customers that joined, they raved about the product, and they said how much they loved it, how much they felt engaged, And yeah, they just felt it was really professional. So I just wanted to share that with you guys.
Okay. Yeah, I couldn't hear. I'm having technical difficulties with my Wi-Fi. I see poor signal. I'm losing audio, so I didn't hear it. But Deb caught it. She put it in there. Bomb.
Yes.
Somebody said it's expensive. $40 a month. Is that what you're paying?
Yeah, there's a 14-day free trial, but $47 a month. Like, what's $47 a month if you're going to close how much in business? You know?
Yeah, I think depending
to me, it's irrelevant.
Yeah, well, I think it depends on the industry. But so tell me, Raz, so you send a video to prospects.
That's
and then
right.
Tell me about the insights. What kind of attention and what kind of stats do they send you?
They have like a weakness factor. It shows like if a connection to you, that person is weak just by, I guess, the response time and how often they respond back to you. So they got stats like that. I mean, I'm still kind of working with it. I'm still fairly new with it, but I just found it to be extremely efficient. And one of the tips I like to make when sending it is you could download into your phone something called Sketch. And what you do is, like, let's say I'm sending a video message to Deb. I can write like in a crayon format to Deb and just say, "Hi, Deb," on here. And then what I do is I do this with the phone. And then as soon as I hit record, when Deb receives the message, she'll see the little signature that says, "Hi, Deb." So it's highly personalized. And it's those things that, get you more opens when you're sending email as opposed to sending a text base, right?
So do you use an email list that they provide, or do you use contacts from Twitter or Facebook? Where are the names coming from? Where are the leads coming from?
Well, you could use it for like any cold leads to just, warm up the prospect. You could send it to, people you already know. Like I recently sent it out to a group of people I spoke to at an event, and just to get them to open it for, from some free coaching sessions and so forth, right?
Right.
All right. Well, I think if anybody is in the real estate industry and they haven't heard of it, I'm sure they'll go check it out. Thank you for giving us that.
No problem. It's just
Thanks for joining us. And that brought me to something that I forgot. I do know a realtor who's using FaceTime. And they use that, and that's video as well, live streaming, FaceTiming, when they have a prospect for a listing who doesn't live locally. And they will make an appointment. We'll go in with their iPad. The people sit at home. They might be a couple of 1,000 or 100 miles away, and they will get a live showing. That whole half hour, the realtor will go, and it's an interaction. They'll say, "Go show us the bathroom, open the cabinet, go into kitchen. Can you tell me how old the appliance is?" And you can do a live meeting on an iPad with live streaming if you do FaceTiming. So I know somebody who does that and has sold homes that way. And I forgot about that until he just started talking about that. And, you get that live question and answer. They're in the home. And then, somebody says, you can do better than that with Periscope. That's awesome. You can have all those apps on. You're right. I mean, all of that can work. But I think that's something that, that takes it one step further. You can actually sell a home once you have a prospect instead of trying to get people interested in a property. Say you have somebody who lives, I did that. I lived in Philadelphia and I moved to Myrtle Beach, and I flew out here, this is 16 years ago, to go see the home. Nowadays, if I were to move from Philadelphia to Myrtle Beach, that's probably how I would see the home. Instead of spending money and, time away from my family, I would probably go ask somebody to go, "Can you go to the home, give me 30 minutes and show it to me through live streaming?" So I think there's so many possibilities that you can use. And, not just for real estate. I know that we kind of focus on that in the last few minutes, but I have a client who does security systems. They use video all the time. They can use it as an example for, how to change your security code, or how to add somebody to your call list, or, that you can make videos. If you're a plumber, you can show videos how to find the turn off switch for your water in case you have an emergency, how to unclog a toilet before you call, or try to unclog the toilet before you call an expensive plumber. I mean, anybody who has a business can make how-to videos and use it. So, I know that realtors have really embraced video, but it doesn't matter what you do and what business you have. It's showing yourself and showing off your expertise is how you can really use it, and building that trust factor. And there's nothing better than having somebody hear you speak, having somebody see you, having, even be able to ask questions live and have them answer. The only thing better would be to meet with them in person. So I think video marketing is big. It's getting bigger. I think Blab is just the tippy top of what's going to happen, and it's super, super exciting.
Should we do our final wrap up? Should we do our one tip for videos?
Yes. You want to go ahead?
Yeah.
I feel like I've been talking a lot.
No, it's good and you know how I love when you post your raw videos too. So my one takeaway. So it's gonna take me 20 seconds to get to it. But if you're unsure, if you're afraid, if you don't understand why or how video marketing can work for you, I highly recommend hiring someone who does. I thought I could do it all, but here's the thing. If you're running your business and your business is successful, whatever your business is, if you're a realtor, if you are a small business coach, if you're an attorney, the chances are what you do really well because you're really good at it, but you can't possibly be good at everything. So hire a video company, hire a production company, hire someone who spends their days and night learning the latest technology and the best places for you to market that video. So that's really my big takeaway. Yeah, we can all do it with these smartphones, and you can do little bleeps and short videos, but to really market your business and to put videos on your website for branding, hire an expert.
Okay. I think that's a great tip. My tip would be, if you're afraid to get on camera, which is what a lot of, I'm going to go there. A lot of business owners are afraid. Now, all of you that are watching, most of you probably have been on camera because you're actually on Blab. So I'm assuming that you've been on camera. But if you know somebody who's not, be that friend and say, hey, let's do a video together for fun, and show the power of being able to just be you on camera. Everybody is unique, and being on camera, it shouldn't be any different than talking to a good friend. So get over that fear. If you know somebody who has that fear, help them out. It could really hold them back in their business. And I think so. I think just, most of you probably aren't scared, but find that business owner, find that friend and say, let's do it together. Is going to be really good. And it could be, I know Deb was saying about hiring somebody for your website. Absolutely. Put somebody in charge of your video marketing that knows what they're doing. However, for social and quick tips and, spur of the moment things that are happening in your business, grab your smartphone and absolutely 100% before they walk out, get a testimonial. I have a couple of resale stores in Myrtle Beach, and people are so excited when they buy the merchandise, and they will take a quick video and say, here's somebody who just came into our store and is walking out very happy. Let me have them tell you. And they take a video testimonial right there and then. They don't need somebody professional to come in and do that. They can do that with their smartphone. So think of really of great ways that you can use it, and do not be afraid to use those small little clips and put those on social. I'm not saying put those on your website, but put those on social and use them in real time. They can be super, super powerful. So we are going to wrap it up.
I just put our next Blab link in the comments. So if you guys loved what we did here today, next week we're going to be talking about Twitter.
Yay!
and how some people have reloved Twitter because of Blab, like me.
And Periscope.
Yeah. So we are hosting our next small business Blabs next Tuesday at 11:30 Eastern. I put the link right in the comments. We hope you guys will join us next week. And, we're happy to bring people into the guest seat to ask questions. And we're here to help you. It's not about us. It's just we're hosting. So we want to make sure you guys learn as much as you can during our time together.
And the reason we're talking Twitter is that a couple of weeks ago we were talking about something different, and Twitter came up as a topic, and we started talking to business owners that didn't quite understand the possibilities of Twitter, and that's why we put that on as our next topic. The one after that is going to be images, visual marketing, but really images, again, because people like you are asking the question. So if you have a topic idea for us, message us, let us know. We'd love to know what's happening in your world and how we can help you. It is all about you. We want you to love your business, and we can help you with that. So join us next Tuesday, subscribe, and thank you all so much for coming. This obviously was a hot topic today. Thank you so much.